Long ago, when the world was still learning what it meant to be human, there were children born wrong. That was the word people used. Wrong, they cried differently. The air shifted around them. Animals reacted before they spoke. And sometimes, when fear or anger took over, the world itself responded. Zeus was one of those children. He was barely 7 years old the first time the village noticed. A drought had gripped the land for weeks. Crops cracked under the sun, tempers flared. When the elders argued in the square, Zeus stood nearby, shaking, not from heat but from fear. Their shouting tightened something in his chest. Then the sky darkened. Clouds rolled in unnaturally fast. Wind tore through the trees. Rain fell hard and sudden, flooding the dusty ground in moments. The villagers stared, stunned at first, then terrified. They did not thank the boy. They dragged him into the square and demanded to know what he was. From that day on, every storm became his fault. If lightning struck a tree, they looked at Zeus. If rain came too late or too hard, they whispered his name like a curse. His own mother begged him not to speak, not to feel too much, not to draw attention. But you cannot tell a child not to be afraid. And fear for Zeus always came with thunder. The night they tried to kill him came after a fire. Lightning split the roof of a granary in two. No one was hurt, but that didn't matter. The elders decided the boy was dangerous, a thing sent to test them, or punish them. They tied ropes. They carried torches. Zeus ran. He fled into the mountains with nothing but torn sandals and the sound of his own breath echoing in his ears. Behind him, thunder chased his footsteps, not called, not controlled, just unleashed. Rain erased his tracks. Lightning shattered stone where spears might have found his back. The people called it proof he was a monster. Zeus called it survival. He lived years alone, learned hunger, cold silence. In time, he learned control, not mastery but restraint. He discovered that emotion was the key. Calm skies followed calm thoughts. Focus turned chaos into precision. A bolt could strike exactly where he chose and if he chose carefully. And he was not alone. The first of the others found him not by chance but by recognition. Poseidon came from the coast, a man chased inland by villages that feared the way tides rose when he walked into the sea. Water bent around him, followed him, obeyed him. Fishermen said he angered the ocean. They burned his home to prove a point. Athena was different. No storms followed her. No waves. What frightened people about her was her mind. She saw patterns before others did. Predicted attacks, designed weapons that never failed. Kings accused her of witchcraft. Generals feared being outsmarted by a woman. They met in the mountains, drawn by rumors of others like us. Stories of exiles who survived things no human should. They shared scars, every one of them had been hunted. Beaten, cast out. So they did what frightened people always do when they find each other.